How to remember pharmacology easily. And many of you have asked this question as well, as in what is my concept of smart learning? Like if you look into my Instagram page, I have always, whenever I mention any quote, I write Dr. Vishnu Smart Learning Tips. So what do I mean by smart learning? See, basically smart learning is an extension of working hard, because see, all of us work hard. You crack your exams, maybe you get distinction, you are the rank holder and all these things. But at the end of the day, after a few months, when you revise the same topic, you remember nothing. So that is because you are working hard and you're not working smart. How to work smart? So there are three ways as in you can work smart, regardless of whatever topic you are attending, whether it is pharmacology, whether it is therapeutics, whether it is toxicology, whether it is any branch of medicine. If you want to work smart, there are three ways. And these three ways are those ways that I experimented in my study life and my career life. And to a great extent, I found success in that. So I'm sharing it with you. First method is always make your own notes. Now, many people will ask this question that making notes is actually a very tedious job, because it's better to read directly from the book rather than making your own notes. But what happens is that when you are reading directly from the book, please remember most of the books, they are written in very complex language. And when you try to read directly from the book, you are forcing your brain to absorb those complex languages. And that is the reason why most of us forget a lot of things. So when you make your own notes, the benefit is that your memory power improves, your handwriting improves, and the same note when you are presenting to somebody else, they also understand it very easily because you understood it and you made your own notes. Like in this past 8 to 9 years, I have made around 450 notes. If you want a sample of that, you can just inbox me or you can WhatsApp me. I'll just share you. And because of these notes that I have made on my own, although it took a lot of time, I remember a lot of things today and I can correlate a lot of things today, like I share in my reels and YouTube videos and posts. So this is my first strategy, as in how you can, make your learning smart. Second thing, please keep the habit of discussing with someone. Now, when I started this YouTube channel, many people actually ask me this question, as in like many people bring a lot of clinical cases, or they discuss a lot of cases with me, and they find their observations, they share with me, or with regards to medication, whatever it is. So what happens is that when you discuss, you tend to remember things better. So basically, when I used to do combined study with my friend during exams, I used to remember things better rather than simply sitting at a table and studying it on my own. Because when you discuss, what happens, they share their information, you share your information. And there is a quote in English which says, knowledge shared is knowledge doubled. So I believe that if you have a combined study with someone who is your well-wisher, and if you discuss things or your daily observations with someone, that will also be very good as a part of smart learning and memory. And the third option, this is the most important option, that is please read good books. Many people ask me this question, which is a good book for pharmacology. And if you simply type pharmacology in Amazon, if you simply type pharmacology maybe in Telegram, or if you simply type pharmacology on Google, you will find a lot of books. You will find the names of a lot of books. I am not here to market any particular book, but I will definitely suggest you some books which from my personal experience has literally revolutionized my way of learning. For example, if you don't know about a particular topic, like if it is the autonomic nervous system and you literally don't know anything about it, the best book to start with, in my opinion, is Tara V. Schanbach. It is a very simple book. It's a medium-sized book. If you don't know anything about that chapter, literally nothing about that chapter, you can start with Tara V. Schanbach. There is another book known as Padmaja Uday Kumar. That is also an equally good book. The benefit of those books is that when they write things, they write in flowcharts and they write in very simple points. So what happens is that you tend to remember things better. Now comes the question of KD Tripathi. Many people ask me this question. In my personal experience, KD Tripathi is something that I will not directly suggest if you are struggling with pharmacology. If you are an expert in pharmacology, if you believe that you have a good hold, अगर आपका पकड़ pharmacology में बहुत अच्छा है, maybe KD Tripathi is something that I will suggest to you, or even higher books are there, like Goodman and Gilman is there, Katzung is there. But for a person who is struggling with pharmacology, I will never suggest KD Tripathi, and I'll tell you the reason why. Having knowledge is another thing, and how you present that knowledge is another thing. KD Tripathi undoubtedly is amazingly knowledgeable. In fact, every 4 years they come with a new updation, and if you look at their book, it is filled with knowledge. But the way the knowledge is presented is not good. Because most of the messages that I get from people is a very simple question: how to study pharmacology? And I will never be getting this question, and I will never have this question in my mind if the books that we were reading were simple. So it means that you are trying to digest a complex carbohydrate, which is not easy. KD Tripathi is an amazing book if you want to study classifications. If you look at every chapter, if you look at the classifications written, it is amazing. Very few books can actually compete with it. But if you look at all the other aspects, my personal experience tells me, because I usually say perspectives, my personal experience tells me that it is not a very good option. So I will also suggest another book if you are preparing for competitive exams, and if you want to, make your learning much more easy. So as I already said, Tara V. Shanbag and Padmaja Uday Kumar is there. Other than that, there is one book known as Lippincott's Pharmacology Reviews. Lippincott's Pharmacology Reviews. Its PDF is available. If you go on Amazon, you will get the recent edition, I think 2022 or 23 Indian edition book is also available. In fact, I have the hard copy of it. I just bought it few months back. If you look at that book, the benefit is the areas are given in pictures. Like for example, if a particular medicine like anticholinergics, they cause constipation, they cause fever because they block the sweat glands, they cause dry mouth and all this kind of things, or they cause blurred vision. In Lippincott, they will be showing the same area in pictures. So what happens is that when you are seeing pictures or when you are seeing videos, it stays in your memory much more than simple boring words. And the way things are written in Lippincott is literally very easy to understand. It's written in flowcharts, it's written in animations. Its PDF is available, but I think the PDF that I have is 2019 edition, which is like 4 years back. If you want that PDF, I'll WhatsApp it to you. But I'll suggest you to get a hard copy if you can. This is a book which is literally very amazing. And once you get a good base on pharmacology, then if you want, you can try higher books like KD Tripathi. If you want, you can try. There is another book called Basic and Clinical Pharmacology by Katzung. Katzung. Basic and Clinical Pharmacology by Katzung. You can try that also. And definitely Goodman and Gilman is the last option. Means it is almost like the Bible of pharmacology. It's too heavy. So this is one question that I receive from many people, as in which is the best book to study pharmacology. There is no current, I cannot say that this is the best, but there are some books which can make your learning very simple. Because at the end of the day, if you don't learn it in simple words, if you don't understand the concept, you can never apply or you can never correlate or think in your clinical practice. So that's my opinion.